Goku Black has just been pushed back into the future Trunks timeline to where he just fought Super Saiyan 2 Goku. Goku Black then looks at his time ring and plans to use it to return to that time after evolving his power. However, as he does, the ring then splinters himself, leaving the main one in the timeline that would have the Goku Black arc play out as it did in the anime, believing that the time ring won't let him go back to that era, and then a Goku Black was unintentionally hurtled through time. He then appears in a random point in time. He has no idea what just happened. The time ring shouldn't be able to do that. He then tries to study the timeline, but he is called out to by an unknown being, Frieza. He floats on some rocks in space and questions why Goku is here to see him so soon after the tournament of power. Is this an assassination attempt? Goku Black turns around confused, but recognizes Frieza and smirks. Possibly he can use this to his advantage. He don't know where or when he is, but he could take advantage of his unknowingness. Goku Black then holds out his hand to Frieza, to which Frieza seemingly understands and shakes. Shortly before throwing Goku Black into a moon, what did you expect, Saiyan? To come here and make friends? Ho ho ho. Not after Namek and on Earth, along with your whole escapade with Broly. I will kill you for that, Frieza remarks. Goku Black then powers up and thinks, so much for that plan. He then tries to power up, but he still can't break the Super Saiyan barrier. However, he does notice his body is pumping and his pain factor is growing seemingly higher than before. Black says he'll be able to do it manually, meaning he'll have to progressively get the forms of Goku over the battle. So he dives in. Frieza returns and dives in to attack as well. Frieza is outclassing Black in sheer speed and power. However, Black is smart, and as Frieza catches on to one of his punches, Black ignites his Keyblade, stabbing Frieza through the hand. Frieza then balls up his fist and tells him that he's got a new form, Bloody Sunday, where he punches Black with his arm, transforming gold and his blood covering Black's face. Seeing him flying off into the distance, Goku Black gets up and thinks that he feels something, then shouting Kaioken. Black erupts with a Kaioken boost and is able to keep up with Frieza now, but Frieza is still holding back and has a slight advantage. Black amps it up from 5 to 10 to times 20. Then he decides he should speed up his evolution and do some damage. Kaioken times 100 and uses a massive kick to Frieza's shoulder blade, breaking it. Meanwhile, Frieza, although blown back, manages to fire a death beam at Goku Black's chest, going into him and sending them both flying off into the back planets. Chuckles and says that this pain will only make him stronger. He then looks at his time ring and reverses the damage done to his heart. He then erupts with a Super Saiyan ore and then keeps pushing, and eventually turning Super Saiyan 3. However, Frieza is not fazed by this at all, and he erupts into his golden form. He tells Black that he's not the only one able to go gold. Frieza then proves his dominance by simply crushing his hand and sends some rocks flying at him. Black chuckles and simply uses his blade to cut the rocks apart. He laughs. Rocks? Really? Frieza says no. Pebbles. That's a rock. As he says and points that Goku Black looks behind him and sees a massive purple energy covered planet soaring at Black, which Frieza was pulling towards Black through sheer ki control, smashing into Black and sending him rocketing towards the solar system sun. Black is growing more and more furious. He's even losing his Super Saiyan 3 form and reverts back to plain old Super Saiyan. Frieza says this isn't even 5% of his power. If Goku wishes to survive, he's going to have to go all out. Black struggles and buffs up, trying as he might, but he can't break through until he erupts with a giant pink aura. The planet turns to dust. Frieza is surprised as he beholds Super Saiyan Rose form. Black chuckles, Black chuckles and asks Frieza if he believes he's not Goku now. Frieza questions if this is just Super Saiyan Blue dipped in pink now. The forms are truly never-ending colors. Goku Black stops him and tells him thank you. He's allowed him to reach new levels of power. However, this mistaken identity is getting annoying. Allow him to reveal who he is, and though they may forge an alliance. Frieza scoffs at this and tells him to go on. Goku Black begins. He spreads his arms and tells Frieza, how familiar are you with the gods? The Kais specifically. He'll explain. He was a Kai of Universe 10. He was annoyed with the mortals' mimicry and horrible nature of the gods. Thus, he and his alternate future past self developed the Zero Mortals plan, the erasure of all mortals. However, the gods and angels resisted them, so they had to avoid getting the Grand Priest involved. However, things changed when the brat Trunks broke time and went to the alternate Universe 7's past for help. However, before he and his counterpart could enact their plans, Trunks' meddling with time broke his time ring. It's giving it new and alternate abilities. However, he had just met Goku, and it seems he cannot travel back in time, only to the future. Thus, it brought him here. His pain boost, regeneration, and more is boosted and altered. Goku Black chuckles and then uses his time ring to see what happened in the Goku Black arc, and is caught up on current events. Since Goku Black is a paradox split from the main one, so everything is still in function. So now, since he knows his intentions, why not forge the team-up of a century? Frieza laughs, telling him that he isn't strong enough to hang with Frieza, and honestly, all this Kai immortal nonsense doesn't mean anything to him. He will make a good lackey when Frieza beats him into shape. Black chuckles. Obviously, he misjudges. They are dead even in this battle, and Black could overpower through sheer endurance. Frieza says if this next hit doesn't take his head off. Goku Black raised an eyebrow, then Frieza, with a noticeably buffer form, punches Goku Black in the face, sending him to a planet below. As Goku Black barely processed that, Frieza is now in his buff 100% golden form this time. He then sneers. Goku Black shrugs off the blood and tells him that the pain will only make him stronger. Fight him more. Goku Black then soars up into battle, but it's like every punch and kick he lands, Frieza's body bounces it back, and Frieza beats down Black until he goes hurtling back. That's when Black has had enough and begins getting smart with his anger and summons the scythe in his hand. He twirls it around his body, with Frieza dodging one mighty swipe. Black sneers as he reveals that the strike wasn't meant for Frieza, it was meant for backup. Frieza then turns back around, confused. Goku Black has summoned an army of his clones from a rift in Rose spacetime, and then has them all summon a measure of weapons, from key blades to key scythes to key nunchucks to key, knives on chains? Heck, even key machine guns. As Frieza now has to contend with the never-ending Rose clones, the real Goku Black is using this to his advantage in numbers to study Frieza. However, as Frieza beats down one clone after another, he knows he's getting tired and weaker by the second, so he wipes them all out once, and then uses all of his energy and strength to grab the Rose dimensional rift and begin closing the door on it, turning the Rose clones into smoke. Frieza is tired and panting, realizing maybe merging his stamina-draining buff form with his stamina-draining golden form wasn't such a good idea. He's never been pushed this far in battle, but he's still growing. Goku Black doesn't even give Frieza a chance to breathe with his next attack. Goku Black smiles a sinister smile as he raises his scythe into the air, then has it grow to an immeasurable length beyond many planets. Frieza then realized the size of this and is unsure if he can stop it. Goku Black then powers up more and more as Goku Black powers up his Galactic Executioner. Frieza then tries to blast the attack, but he just raises his ki and laughs maniacally. Goku Black then raises his red and pink lightning spewing galaxy-sized scythe with it. As the planets and stars are caught in it, Goku Black then swings it down on Frieza. Meanwhile on Earth, Goku and Vegeta are just walking out of the hyperbolic time chamber, and they feel a massive energy clash going on in space. Goku and Vegeta can both sense it, and it's Frieza fighting someone. It seems all too familiar. They both put their fingers to the head and teleport. Meanwhile, Goku Black's saber cuts through planets, stars, even the whole galaxy with an amazing purple and red light show to boost. Frieza is on the end of this massive scythe and is pushing it back against it and holding on for dear life. He can't even budge it. As Frieza is swung through and overtaken by a massive attack, Frieza then feels his body get lighter. He can feel something familiar about this scythe and something happening to his body. It's not death, it's much more painful. This is evolution. its God Ki. A blue aura appears around Frieza as he finally tapped into God Ki and is ready to go beyond. He erupts with his newly acquired God form, disrupting the scythe as Goku Black pushes harder and involves himself, turning Super Saiyan Rose 3. As the mist settles and Frieza stands there in his new Diamond Emperor form, Goku Black is in awe of this and tells him this battle will push them to new heights. They would have been a wonderful team. No one in the multiverse could stand against them. Maybe this is what Goku meant the first time he fought Golden Frieza. Is this the true limits of how far Frieza could push Goku? Goku Black ponders, then erupts with power, demanding to fight more. However, as Frieza looks at his hands and his body, notices his shape. Although more powerful than Black, his body is too weak. He took too much damage. Frieza then senses the two Saiyans coming and powers back down to his final form, admitting defeat. He falls on his tail, telling Goku Black that he's just too superior. Goku Black reverts to his Rose form and says he's glad that he's finally understanding his place in the universe. Maybe there's hope for an alliance after all. Goku Black is then caught off guard as Goku and Vegeta in their Super Saiyan Blue forms surprise attack Goku Black and kicks him in the back, firing a final Kamehameha together. However, as Black tries to transform and defend himself, Frieza from the sideline uses paralysis to hold him in place. Goku Black is eliminated instantly by the blast, turning him into seemingly dust. Goku and Vegeta are concerned as to what the heck happened. Frieza alone has never had that kind of power. Frieza says he just doesn't know that Goku Blackfellow just jumped him. Oh well, off to jail now. Wouldn't it be off to jail now? Wouldn't it be too weak to challenge them after battle? Goku and Vegeta are cautious of this and take him to the Galactic Control prison and lock him up. Goku and Vegeta then leave the prison planet, but do note that the whole thing is weird. Along with the Goku Black arriving, Frieza didn't seem to know much about him. Vegeta says he has an unnerving feeling about all this. It could have been much worse with the power they were throwing around. He's not sure Gogeta could have stopped them both. Goku then grows cautious as well. Hey guys, thanks for watching the video. I have a quick update today. Please, let's try to make it to 500 subscribers this year. It'd be wonderful if we did. It would really help boost the channel and whatnot. There's going to be some great what ifs coming out this week, but I need y'all's help. Please do like, share, and subscribe. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'm going to be uploading only once a week from after this week. It's going to be just once a week because I have to prioritize here. There's going to be a video Monday, which is Super Saiyan 5 Vegeta meets Golden God Goku, and there's 2 more coming out, including this one. So one more. It might be the last. But 2 of them are Frieza based. Bet you can't tell why. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the show. Please do get this to at least 1,000 likes.